come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But bruh, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, he come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that big brother bride fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building. Tune in to Big Brother Brian, or you can call him Big Brother Bree. What's poppin' on the latest eps for the live feeds? He got what you need. Just to make a long story short, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with me, cause he running shit like a relay. You can catch him on replay, but it's so live when he go live. All facts, no lie. When it comes to that BB fam, you know I gotta support mine. If you come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But bruh, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, he come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that big brother bride fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building. Tune in to Big Brother Brian, or you can call him Big Brother Bree. What's poppin' on the latest eps for the live feeds? He got what you need. Just to make a long story short, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with me, cause he running shit like a relay. You can catch him on replay, but it's so live when he go live. All facts, no lie. When it comes to that BB fam, you know I gotta support mine. If you come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But bruh, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, he come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that big brother bride fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Tune in to Big Brother Brian, or you can call him Big Brother Bree. What's popping on the latest eps for the live feeds? He got what you need. Just to make a long story short, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with me, cause he running shit like a relay. You can catch him on replay, but it's so live when he go live. All facts, no lie. When it comes to that BB fam, you know I gotta support mine. If you come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But bruh, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, he come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that Big Brother Bride fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Tune in to Big Brother Brian, or you can call him Big Brother Bree. What's popping on the latest eps for the live feeds? He got what you need. Just to make a long story short, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with me, cause he running shit like a relay. You can catch him on replay, but it's so live when he go live. All facts, no lie. When it comes to that BB fam, you know I gotta support mine. If you come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But bruh, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, he come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that Big Brother Bride fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building, we up in the building.
Hello everybody, I am here. I'm here. Oh. There we go. I'm here. Hello. Willkommen. Am I centered okay down there? Okay, thank you. Just didn't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Daniella. Daniella.
Yeah. It wasn't, but I would have won. I might tell her, like, it wasn't me, but if I did have it, I would have done the same thing.
Alexa, play She's Got Legs by ZZ Top. Actually.
Legs. 2008 remaster by ZZ Top on Amazon Music.
It was, thank you.
Oh, I have to close that out. Really? Well, that's not very nice, is it? I was trying to give Dane a compliment. Um, oh, well, there's Amazon Music. There we go. TV's running a little slow tonight. A little buggy. Ooh, buggy. Happy April 16th. April 16th. Four 16. 3/16. 4/16. 4/15. 4/16. Wow. 4/15 is an important day. I mean, a lot of you know. I mean, taxes were due for some of us. Some of us had to pay taxes. Well, it happens. We do sometimes have to pay our share. You know, though. Thank you, by the way. Wonky helping with production. Very nice of her to do that. She's had a rough day, and I appreciate every second that she gives me. I actually tried to give her some space this evening because she had a lot of paperwork and stuff on her mind, and I want to be there for her, but at the same time I want to respect her space if she needs it, and she just needed a little quiet time. And around me, of course, it's not usually quiet. I'm usually like wanting to talk about stuff, so and that's cool. It's all good. We had dinner together, and I asked her how her day was, and she commiserated with about some stuff that was going on, and she I tried to help her get through listening through some of her stuff that she went through today, and standard typical after work venting, that we all do, or those that are in the working world do, or I mean anybody. I mean whether you work, you don't work. I mean you're gonna have some things that you're gonna want to unload, in some cases, or vent. Um, so at least I know I was there to listen to her and help her be help be there for her if I can. And when she helps me get set up here when I start my show out, I appreciate that. And now I encourage her to get back to whatever she wants to do. I'm going to tell you, tonight's show isn't going to be very long as far as I'm concerned. There's not a lot going on in the house. Definitely not much along the lines of gameplay. I will the interesting part for today was just basically what happened in the last 30 minutes to an hour, less than an hour. Dane decided because today is Dane's birthday. So a few hours ago, they celebrated with. There was a temporary lockdown of all 8 house guests that remain. They were in the HOH bedroom, locked down for a period of time, to which they were released. And when they came downstairs to find a nice little party decked out on their dining room table for Dane and his birthday. And everybody was able to partake, including the have-nots. So that was a nice thing for Dane. He got some well wishes and so forth, and he toasted everybody, thanking them for being, who they were, and that he truly does appreciate each and every one of them. And okay, I believe him. He's the type of guy I believe that. Some people would say that just because it's the standard obligatory thing to do, but he did it. I think he was real. And because I mean the people that are in the house, they really aren't any shitty people. that I can really think of. I may not personally care for Adam just because, I don't know, he just comes across as a little bit of a dimwit that is too concerned about his girl and not concerned about his game. I don't care for Mark because Mark is like a little bit full of himself, and so far he thinks he knows it all, and well, so far he's been. He did prove that last competition he fucking did know it all. Shit. I didn't give Mark any credit, and we'll see if I need to give him more credit later. If it's due, I'll give it. Let's see, what else do we have? Just as an update, we have 3 people on the block now. If you haven't caught on, Adam not only removed himself from the block, but Esty was named as the replacement nominee by Mark. And then Adam unlocked, found, unleashed whatever secret power was in the house that must have been found through the archive, which is hint, 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 hint. And we did see a video, or at least some of us did, which I reported on a couple of nights ago, showing Adam finding something in the archive. It was a small box, it looked like a clamshell box or something of that sort, that he apparently had to use a blue flashlight, which was also provided where he found it. It was inside of a box on top of the desk in the archive. He scanned whatever that item was, and it apparently had some sort of code or inscription or something that might be viewable only under that blue light, or black light, if you will. He tried to he put that box back, but he kept the flashlight, and he started to shine the flashlight on the other boxes that were on the shelves, to which he was asked by Big Brother to stop, and then the feeds immediately cut to what I refer to as the PowerPoint fish, where they just kind of give you those PowerPoint billboards in rotation until they come back to live feeds. So that was him being caught, getting it. The public got a chance to see it, but then production was like, okay, you got it. Now come see us. Come to the diary room. And that, I believe he probably ended up being called to the diary room pretty soon right after that, or being told immediately what to do with said item, or where to store it in the room so that no one will absolutely positively get it. So I'm sure they must have had a contingency of like, okay, when it's found, tell them to do this XYZ quickly so that it's out of play, and then have them go to the diary room, or tell them to come to the diary room 30 minutes from now, 40 minutes from now, whatever it is, to make things look natural. Then brief them on what they need to know. I'm assuming, just reasoning, that might be the sequence of events, or a roundabout version of it that would go on in a said scenario. I'd have to actually ask a player that's played the game before what would happen in that case, and I'm pretty sure I'm in the ballpark. Maybe I'm at one end of the ballpark, but I'm in it. I think I'm in the ballpark. Let's see who's here, and just to say hi to everybody. And yeah, I'm keeping that picture up of Dane and his fine legs tonight. Right there, Dane is proving the Joe Namath law. For those of you who are not familiar with the Joe Namath law, Joe Namath was a quarterback who played for the New York Jets back in olden days. He was in Super Bowl III. He was the Super Bowl III MVP quarterback for the New York Jets. Yes, the New York Jets have won a Super Bowl, folks. It's true. Um, well, they beat the Baltimore Colts, who were heavily favored. Johnny Unitas was the head coach or the quarterback, and Don Shula was the head coach, who later coached Dan Marino down in Miami. Well, Joe Namath, he was known as Broadway Joe, and he was a very popular guy. He was popular with the ladies. He definitely was he was a ladies' man for sure. He didn't even have to ask to buy a fish sandwich. He would just be like, "Hello, sweet thing," and they'd be like, "Ah, Joe, name it." Well, he did a commercial where he was wearing a pair of nylons. Now, the commercial starts where you're seeing these legs. You don't know it's him. You just see these legs, and it's going from the right side of the screen, moving up to the ankles, to the shins, to the knee, to the above the knee, starting to the thigh, and then all of a sudden you hit, like, I think, a football jersey. And then it pans up to him, and he says something to the effect of, if these nylons will make my legs look this good, imagine what they'll do for you. And people went apeshit. People went apeshit. They were like, "What? Joe Namath's wearing pantyhose? What? What?" Yeah, Joe Namath was wearing pantyhose. And you know what? Those motherfuckers wore it on the field as an old school way of keeping warm in the winter in the NFL. Yes, the No Fun League, they used to wear pantyhose underneath to keep warm in the winter in some cases. Some cases, not many. But before, yeah, you didn't have the room or the for long johns. You didn't have the room for thicker, more material like that. But if you had something that was more thin, more sheer, that was equally warm or able to trap in the heat, then why not? I mean, if you're only wearing them for a few hours and then you throw them away, and you can just say, "No, fuck that. I never wore those. Nope, nope. Some woman was in here and it wasn't mine." And back then, when men couldn't do things like that and admit to it, whatever. Uh, it's like, okay, but Joe Namath would made it cool, not cool, but made it like, oh shit, and it made many men nauseous, because the first time they probably saw that ad, they were thinking for about 10 seconds, "Ooh, I love this commercial. Ah, fuck, ah," and then they just got upset, threw a brick at their television, possibly got nauseous. Uh, yeah, yeah. Just saying, that's an old school commercial. Anyway, let's see who needs some shout outs in here. Roberta, what's up, Roberta? Zeta? Mary H. Hey, Mary H. Robin, what's up? Robin. Andy. Hey. AB. 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 Zeta. Margot T. What's up, Margot? Margot, I hope you saw my response to your comment, and I hope you understood where I was coming from on that. I will address that in a moment, because I think I do need to clarify something. Dane is the lady in red. That's right, absolutely. Robin's here. Denise Holland is here. Tommy T, what's up? Yeah, that is a short. That is a short dress for Dane. I mean, with a little bit more hair, he could have maybe passed off for a moment as somebody, but I don't know. Checking who else is here. Oh, there's Yankee. Yankee! What up, Yank? Tawana, there's Tawana. Hey, Tawana. Bender. Woo! Woo, Bender. Bender, I don't know if you heard me last night. There's no woo going on for Charlotte. The queen is no longer the queen. The queen has no clothes. Well, actually, I would actually like to see that. But no, the queen does not have a belt. The queen has no crown. Um, but the man has two crowns. Damn it, the man. Oh, oh. I'm sorry. I'm doing a Becky Lynch chant. Um, Chuck Hardesty, the man. Dude, I need to speak with you. Like, speak with you, if you would like. Um, uh, come here. What's up? Come here. Nurse Julie, hello, Nurse Julie, how are you? Um, Denise Wright, hello. All right, good. So we're caught up with everybody that's in the room, I think. Hopefully, those that are speaking anyway. I know that there are probably a couple lurking, and that's okay. I mean, lurking doesn't necessarily mean you're lurking for the bad reasons. Lurking could mean you just don't feel like you're, um, I, I just saw this, folks. Forgive me for the complete, just utter break of concentration, and it was a shiny object, so I just went up. But I just shrunk down the screen because I wanted to check something, and when I did, I saw a comment that somebody left on my video, apparently from yesterday. Um, and it says, yeah, because it said it was an hour ago. It had to have been yesterday. Or maybe one of the others. I don't know. He says, and this guy, cool. I'm gonna like it. Let me do that. I'm gonna do that since I'm on live now. Hopefully he's watching, but I'm gonna give him a thumbs up. I'm gonna type back. Very true. In all caps. Exclamation point. All right, so here we go. Um, and this actually brings me to the other subject matter I was going to discuss. Clearly, I have to with an event such as I say an event. It's not an event. That's given that. That's giving somebody too much credit to say event. But for the happenings, the dealings, the misdealings, the non-dealings, in some cases, that I spoke of last night on my show, and spoke with McCrae Olsen from Big Brother 15. Now, that was a complete, sudden, really completely out of the blue, unexpected, expect the fucking unexpected, yes, situation. How did I know that McCrae was going to stop by my room? How the hell did I even know he knew about me? Provided, yeah, Twitter is a place of wonderment in the sense of finding things and hearing things and seeing things and what have you. Okay, so McCrae came by. And as with anyone, they are welcome in the room. unless they're here to make trouble, or to cause trouble, or anything like that. And McCrae was not making any trouble, as far as I was concerned. And I think most folks that were here last night agreed that he was being respectful. At least from the bits and pieces that I could see as I looked through the chat, that I was able to absorb and to get. But I know he had been questioning the situation because he had questioned me publicly on Twitter, to which I had not responded because I did not feel as if I needed to elaborate to him. But it was the 15th. The time was ticking to the 16th. The time passed as we were speaking. The 15th came and went. The 16th came upon us in the Eastern Time Zone, and then the Central Time Zone. Now, when I left this broadcast last night, I did make you folks aware that at least Debbie Bernfeld said she received $100 only. Now that was for the reimbursement of the L20 membership. And that was what was promised. And it was promised by the 15th. And she got her present. She got her money back on the 15th. Really couldn't have been any sooner. Like you needed that much time. Okay. Alright, well that's fine. It happened, you came through on that. For her. Julie hasn't got her money yet. And she's waiting for the full $380. $380. You paid one person. Good. There are a couple of folks that I'm waiting to hear from and would love to know if they've received their money. I'm not saying who, but there are two people that are in that organization, the club. And for their sakes, I would like, they could tell me, Bri, it's none of your business. Let me worry about it. Okay, fine. If that's the way you'd like it, that's cool. I get it. But please understand, when at this point, the person I'm looking out for right now is a person that I consider a friend, a person that I consider has been marginalized, a person who was said that it was said to the group to take that person's words with a grain of salt. A quote, with a grain of salt. Take what she says with a grain of salt, with a grain of salt. Now, this is a person that gave $300 plus $80 for the other thing, and 4 weeks plus have gone by being pulled around. I could use other words. Pulled around, jerked around, toyed with, lied to. And yeah, there's a thing pending again. First of all, the first one was pending until the 20th. And that got literally pulled out from under her. Revoked. Canceled. The exact word was canceled. And don't get it twisted. Her account was up, ready, and approved. And verified by email with the little miniature deposit you have to verify by email with the bank that is less than $1, because they do that. They do that with PayPal as well. If you're hooking up your checking account with PayPal, or sometimes even with a debit card, I believe, that they will send you one, or in some cases two, I believe with PayPal it's two, deposits of less than $1, which you have to verify by email to them once you've received it in your account, what those exact values were. And then it will completely finish the process of unlocking the account for full usage. She followed all the instructions. She got it all done. She got it all ready. And it said it's pending. And then it got canceled. Then they contacted them and went through the whole rigmarole. And then he goes on the air, calling her basically a liar. And that he has screenshots of blah, 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 blah. She's got screenshots as well. And I've seen the screenshots of the canceled payments. I've seen the screenshots of the pending payments. I've seen all the screenshots. And the suggestion, the request, specifically, that the money be paid to me through Cash App, because that person relied and believes in me and trusts me to come through and just simply, boom, relay the funds. I don't care if I have to eat the $4 or $5 or $6 fee, whatever's involved on it. I don't care. $3, $4, whatever it is, I don't give a shit. I'll eat that. I don't care. For her sake, I'll do it. I don't care. Shit, if it was a $20 fee, I'd eat it. Fine. But no, that's too simple. No, that's too simple. No, I'm not sending anything to him. He lied on me. He lied on me and said this about he said stuff about my family. I already told folks. Didn't say shit. Only confirmed the fact that he had a wife. That's it. I would love to know if money was getting paid back. This is what I laughed at, though. Person puts up on my video from, I think this was trying to see which one this was. The day 45 video. So a couple days ago. The guy puts down here, he would often say, I am a villain like that, ! And the guy said, y'all wasn't listening, ? Question mark. And I hit the heart emoji that I like that, because that's all frigging true. Now, something that someone also said indicated that they felt he was a good manipulator when he spots gullible people. Manipulator can have those tendencies. I believe yes. I believe so. Yes. And I am gullible. I accept that. Hell, I even told him that I was gullible. That's how honest I am about myself. That's how honest I am, period. I'll fucking tell you. I am. But other words were put in that comment, and I left the comment up because I could have taken the comment down, and then I could see people going and screenshotting that and saying, well, look what was said, and he didn't say anything to shoot down X, Y, or Z. If I took that down and I didn't say anything to it, some people would say, well, he's not allowing people to say their piece. People should have the right to put their opinions, even if I don't agree with them. Now, if somebody is rude towards me, or rude in general, or is disrespectful, I have omitted the comments. There's one particular individual who does post commentary but does not seem to come into the chat, and that person has been around for about the last month, and sometimes they're giving very they always give pretty simple, short 5 and 6 letter or 5 and 6 word short little comments. I'd say about 2/3 of them are generally either okay or just whatever they are, or just but nothing that's observational. They might say good show or something like that, which I of course I'll appreciate, But then there's like a third of the time where they go, the theme song sucks. I deleted those. I don't put up with that. So to that individual, if you're watching, please understand. I mean no disrespect to you, but please don't disrespect my channel by saying that. If you have that opinion, I understand. Okay. But I'm not going to change it because you don't like it. I like it because it was given to me, presented to me as a gift. And I actually think it's pretty good. So for me and the fans that are in my crowd, they like the theme. In general, they like it. Even if rap isn't their thing. Even if hip-hop is not their thing. It's only a theme song. But it's the theme song for my show. And I will not accept someone disrespecting the work of King Legend, who was kind enough to do that. If you don't like it, just you could be different about it. Sorry, I don't care for rap music. I'd much rather you not make a comment about it. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Now, by the same token, some people would say, well, Bri, the last 20, 30 minutes, you've been talking about somebody in an unfavorable way. Yes, because there's a good reason for it, and it needs to be done. And that person will probably be telling me every which way, sideways, on their own broadcast or through whatever means that they want to relay it. They'll probably try to tell me to stand down, to shut the fuck up, whatever they want. If that's the case, so be it. Let them try. Just know that the people that feel that they don't have a voice in this situation, that are part of that group, this is a place that you can come here freely and make known that you have not received your refund. Now, I don't want people coming in that say, I didn't get my refund, but that they did get it, and that they're coming over just to start something. Because I would like to see the proof of receiving it. But I don't require it. I'm going to go by your word first. But I know that there are enough people in that group that do not want to talk to me for different reasons. One, I can understand why they don't want to speak with me. One for sure I don't want to speak with. One that's collateral damage as a result of said one that I don't want to speak with. There are some people that I really truly left that group not knowing exactly what their status was as to how they fully felt about the situation, because they either did not wish to communicate it to me, or we just never got to a point of direct communication. When you're in a group of 20 people, it's kind of hard to remember exactly who you've reached out to, who you haven't. There were about 5 or 6 people I reached out to before I left the group, specifically to tell them, regardless of how everything went after leaving the group, that I wished them well, and that I hoped that they somehow, some way, eventually get their value, or get their money back, or something, and that they would be welcome here at this channel. And some of them have already taken me up on that. Some of them have already come over. Some of them have already been here multiple times. For that, I appreciate it. I'm not trying to be a social justice warrior here. I'm not trying to be an SJW. I tried to put that a little bit in perspective as well. Trying not to be somebody who's trying to fight the fight for people that may or may not want me to be fighting it for them. I'm fighting right now that I know for sure for one person, and that person needs a voice. That person needs an advocate because they don't have one. They have no person to stand up for them and say, God damn it, this shit isn't right. And then explain to people what's going on or what's not going on, meaning that no payment is coming through to that one person. I check with that person daily. Did you get it? Or they'll call me, just calling to let you know I didn't get it. 11:57 last night, my time, which was already almost 1 a.m. Eastern, got a text message from that person. Still nothing. We passed into today, the 16th. 0. 0. But to elaborate on words that were said by one person that commented. And again, I'm not saying a name. I don't wish to put this person on blast, but I need to be clear. I am not going to put labels of that sort on the situation. What I truly believe was I believe up until I believe that the money was raised for the reason that it was said to be used for. I do. I do believe that that money was raised for the purpose of going on the trek to Big Brother 21. I believe that that money was meant for that purpose and was intended by that party to use for that purpose. I believe they were going to follow through. And but something happened or some event occurred that caused a change in plans. What that is, I have many ideas. I'm not going to speculate. But there's many possible scenarios, and there are a couple of likely scenarios that I can think of. And it's like if you mismanage funds and you do that, I suppose I can understand if one gets behind and has all the right intentions and then has the intent of, oh shit, I'm going to make it right, I'm going to take care of that, but I don't know. I'm just saying, if I got into a situation where I can't, I've never been in that situation, but I've seen somebody who did. My own mother. So I'm just saying, all the right intentions were there when that money was gathered. There was no, as far as I'm concerned, I don't believe there was any sort of ill will or malice or intent to pull the wool over people's eyes at that point. But something occurred, something happened, something changed, something happened, something changed the equation, changed the math, pardon the pun, of what started happening. And then it became all about fundraisers, and it became about or raising funds for a phone, raising funds for a shipping, raising funds for whatever. Some people are on the fence on this situation. They were waiting to see until April 15th what happened. If they got paid, well, then I suppose the idea was that if they got paid by April 15th, it was going to be, okay, if I get paid, well, okay, then I got paid and fuck Brian. Or they didn't get paid, and now they're like, what do we do? There's someone that I would like to really speak with, but I understand why they may not want to speak with me. They're conflicted. There are more than a couple of people that are conflicted in this situation, or at least their emotions are conflicted, or their emotions are damaged by what's happened. There's a couple of people I'd really like to talk to. One of them first and foremost to know how they are, to make sure they're okay. Because the last time I spoke with that one person, they did not sound very happy about all that was going on. They sounded almost heartbroken over it. The other person is somebody that I think there may have been a little misunderstanding on my part about communication. If that's the case, then it is my fault. But I know that they are very affected by this situation, and I think they're at a point that they really truly don't know who to trust, or if they can trust anybody. I get that completely. I get that. I get it. And I know the reasons why they would say that. I get that too, really. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, all I can just say is I hope that everybody's well. I hope that I hope those people that need a voice or want a voice for them, if you want me to fight the battle for you, I'll try. I don't want to fight any battles. That's the thing. I don't want to be involved in doing this kind of thing. That's not what I want this channel to be. And I will tell you, once this shit's over, this fucking shit is over. Because I am not going to go into any other further Big Brother stuff or anything on this channel or the other channel or whatever that is anything other than Big Brother and just fun-related shit. I am not going to get this fucking bullshit soap opera crap that has been going on here. I'm not going to keep it going with that bullshit. But god damn it. The first thing needs to get taken care of. And that's that money, and you know that money needs to get taken care of. And then I need to know, because my channel, had involvement in raising those funds and then transferring those funds to your channel, and I have the documentation of every fucking penny that was sent to you on your channel for the Kevin, the second of the two fundraisers that were done on your channel. I want to know that that was given to him. I have Kevin's phone number, but I do not wish to call it at this point. Because, one reason, the man is still recovering from a second surgery. I don't believe he's had very much to say on Twitter. Maybe I'm blocked. I don't know. I haven't checked, actually. But I have not seen much from Kevin on Twitter lately, and maybe that's because he's staying away from Twitter. Maybe he is just taking time to recuperate, which is what he should be doing. And, you know, the guy has been through so goddamn much in this last year. The next thing he needs is a phone call from some guy going, "Hey, Kevin, you don't know me, but I'm calling to see if you got your cancer money from another situation." And then him going, "Oh, Jesus Christ, now what?" I'm sure there might be people already going, "Jesus Christ, now what?" on that side of the country. But I would really like to know if he did get that money. If he did, great. Perfect. Puts my mind at ease, and it should put a lot of fucking people's mind at ease, because then they'll know that their money got to Kevin. I'll know that the money got to Kevin, and then I can shut up about it. Communication. That's all. That's all I'm asking for. You don't want to talk to me, you don't want to say a syllable, and I really don't want to talk to you. But public communication. Public communication. You have a channel. You have Twitter. But all that you can say is keep my name out of your mouth. Grow up. Who's the grown up here, dude? It's me. I'm the grown up. Not because of my size either. Don't even go there. You know, we're already the crazies, right? You telling me to grow up? How about following your code and be a man? How about that? Pay the people you owed the money that you say you owed them, or that is owed to them, period. Not that you say you owed to them, because it's the money you know that's owed. If they've received it, good. But I haven't heard anything in the positive saying that they have. Let me go here. Mary, let's see. Mary, I see what you're saying there. Forgive me, I'm having a little trouble tracking it, but yeah, you would think that he would have said something publicly about receiving that, or a video or something. So, yeah. Now, maybe there was this event that was supposed to be happening in May. uh, I will be completely shocked if that gets pulled off. And if it does, we'll see how well it goes. Now, provided, unfortunately, Kevin did have that second surgery. And then also Casey from Big Brother 11 had, unfortunately, had to go through some, I believe, shoulder surgery or something. So both of them are not quite probably going to be in the best condition or necessarily want to be going to travel when they're trying to recuperate from said procedures. Um, so, of course, that whole idea, maybe what was to, maybe, I don't know, to give him the money there and then. The guy could use the money now. If you have it, give it to him. Especially if he just went in under the knife a second time. I mean, provided that was a few weeks ago that Kevin had that. And I hope Kevin is recovering well from it. But out of respect to Kevin, I have yet not reached out to him because I wanted to let him have time for himself and his family to, so he can recuperate, recharge his batteries 100%, and try not to have to be bothered with something like this. I wanted to make sure that I took care of April 15th first, hoping that that would take care of those that I care about and that want or need to voice their concerns about their $100 or their whatever it is that they paid. There are others in that group that don't want to say anything out loud. They don't want to speak, and I respect them. I respect them for being as so, like, beyond loyal to well, I'm not going to say to a fault, but maybe. But that's their decisions. They're adults. I'm not going to, so hey. I can only, I mean, I see something that's done wrong to somebody. I don't like it. I don't like if something's done wrong by me. Somebody does me wrong, it's not cool. And I've always been the person, I guess it's because, why do you care so much? Why do you give a shit about, you've said before you don't normally give a fuck about the human race. Yeah, I've said that. That's true. I normally don't. I've said half jokingly, quarter jokingly, that I would love to be here when Armageddon actually happens, if it does happen. If the end of the world occurs, I want to be here for it, because at least I get the fucking chance to see it happen, right? Now, the thing is, I've had enough times where people will pick on me, use me, take me for granted, take my money, and they didn't pay it back. All right, yeah, you paid me back, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to go away. At first I was like, yeah, I was going to. But then I realized a lot more. And then I saw patterns of behavior. I heard words out of your mouth. And you know the words you said. And I know the words you said. Treat what she says with a grain of salt. It's what you said to the group of people, the same group of people that all were giving you their money. You tried to roll that bus right over that person. Multiple times. Multiple. You tried to roll me under a bus. I fucking called that bullshit right away. And you know that. Once on the phone and once in that meeting. I called the bullshit. Both times. And I pointed out to you where you need to look. And I pointed out to you my concerns for what was getting fucked up and what was fucked up. But all you cared about was who said something about the shirts? Who said something about the shirts? That's all you wanted to know. It's all you were consumed with. You didn't ask 4 times, but all you mentioned is it was almost like you were on a fucking timer. Separately sparsed out over like 4 different parts of the conversation. Make mention of, well, that person, whoever it is, that person that you don't want to tell me the name of, with a sarcastic, we both know what was said. We both know the truth. I have the proof. Why can't you just explain and be authentic for once, at least? You were authentic for a while. Yeah, you were really, I really do believe you were authentic for a long time. Why would have I even gotten in your general vicinity, your neighborhood of even trying to remotely be related in any form or work with you in any way if I thought you were a complete dickhead? Why would have I have even tried? And why would I, what would I stand to benefit in any way by trying to expose you? There's no benefit in it for me. As a matter of fact, our collaboration, our association was more beneficial to me than it was to you. I gained more subscribers at a faster pace because I got your carryover crowd. Yes, I know that there were a few people that were with me that went over to you too, but not nearly as many. And I'm grateful as fuck that some of those people are still here. I'm not trying to do a ratings grab, a clout chase. Jesus Christ, I had to fucking put two and two together as to what a clout chase was because it wasn't in my lexicon. I don't even think that way. I don't even think about chasing anyone's clout. I'm sickened by thinking about this process, thinking about this deal, this ordeal. Yeah, it's an ordeal. Yeah. I'll tell you why. And when I say you, I mean all of you, everybody. And I'm sorry I'm not looking at the chat. I can see it going doop, 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 doop. I don't have the ability to really even focus on it at the moment, so forgive me. I will try to read it later. I will try to get a synopsis of it later, but at this moment, I'm just going with what I'm just doing, okay? I don't toss friends away lightly. I don't toss friends away. I need friends so badly, or so I want friends so badly, or wanted an outlet so badly that I created a channel for myself to kind of expend my energy and maybe somehow try to socially interact in a medium that might be comfortable for me. Now that started out real rough because of course you're going to immediately get, oh, you're the fat dude, you're a fat bastard, you're going to get diabetes too and die, you're going to get all this shit. Oh, woo. Okay. Yeah, I'm past all that stuff now. I've gotten past those events. I've gotten past that whole thing. But when you go and you suddenly have a camaraderie and you have a partnership with another YouTuber, and you almost literally work together or in conjunction with one another to present people with almost a seamless, at times, almost a seamless one show. Okay, go ahead and watch so and so now. Bang, on over on here. Boom. Or vice versa, right? How many times would I segue out of my show to that show? Or that show to my show? Happened a lot of times, right? It was kind of like your own version of BBCAN7. And you had different flavors. You had a really good flavor with his show, but then that flavor really started turning sour. And all it became then was, let's gain money. Let's get money. Let's get money. Let's get money. Let's shit on a guy. Let's shit on a guy. Let's get money. Let's go shit on a guy. Let's get money. Let's go shit on a guy. Let's get money, 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 money. Shit on a guy, shit on a guy. Over here, I'm not going to be into that game. I am not going to pre-sell any shit. People have asked me, can you have something made for me? Fine. I'll have something made for you if you want. But I'm not going to ask for that money in advance. Because when I said I was making these gray shirts, and I had these gray shirts, I was going to only have a limited amount. And the gray hats, like the one I'm wearing. Product placement, forgive me. Hit the links, folks. Just kidding. Not really. Kinda. Do what you will. Somebody asked me, I'll pay you for it right now to get the hat. I said, I'll tell you what, we'll compromise. You email me, and I'll put you down as number one for a hat. But you will only pay me once I have them in hand, when I have them in stock. That's the way business is done. Now, you could go tomorrow on your or tonight or tomorrow or 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 10 weeks, 52 weeks from now, whatever it is, or never, whatever. It'll probably be sooner than later that you'll come back and say, I handled it all wrong. It's all on me. It's all on me. Okay, saying it's all on you and that you own it is not enough. You need to pay the people that are owed the money. I checked Twitter today. I was looking around. I didn't see anything that said that people got paid. Now, provided a couple of the people blocked me. Deservedly so. Or not deservedly so. Conveniently so. Which is fine because, one of the people from that group I want really nothing to do with, just simply based on the fact that I don't think we speak the same language. And I think it was just an instant oil and water situation with that one person in the club, in the group. And that may be on me, but that may be on him too. I think that it's a 50-50 on that one. I think it was just that that individual and I were not meant to cohabitate in the same place or in the same following. Pardon me. A word comes to mind as to what that group was. Some would say it absolutely would apply. Well, there was no religious aspect of it, for sure. But I do think the comparison is a plausible consideration. The word that was associated, I believe, is one that I could have said as somebody who was a follower, and I admit I was weak-minded enough to buy into it, literally buy into it. Provided, got refunded. Yes, I got my. Hey, you can't say that about many. Trump University didn't give back refunds, did they? But I wasn't the first person that had quit that club because of inactivity and chicanery and just no bueno behavior. So at least, I mean, I know I opened my eyes before some other people did. Some people curse me out for opening their eyes. Some people curse me out for saying anything because they feel the need to protect you still. To protect you for whatever reasons they may have. I mean, if it's a matter of them being the Secret Service completely jumping on you and saving the president, I mean, I don't know what, it seems like it's people, like, there's a couple folks willing to jump on a grenade for you, dude. I'll give them credit for that. I really will. But I know that those few people are few, and those are getting fewer. No idea about the McRae shit. I'm still like, what the fuck? I talked to McRae last night? How did that happen? I asked Wonky today. That really did happen, right? Yep, it did. Okay, thank you. I talked to Zeta. I said, that did happen. Yep, it did. Okay, thank you. Didn't know if it was just one of those weird dreams, you know? I don't really know what else to talk about, guys. Let me check the game here. I say the game. Big Brother, we're talking. Big Brother. I'm gonna turn my TV back on because it's a smart TV and it shuts down when you're not watching it. I guess it's watching my eyes saying, "Hey, you're not watching the show." Let's see. The house guests are probably getting close to bedtime, but they're not quite there yet. Looks like there's a little pool being played downstairs on 3 and 4. Not quite sure who it is down there. It looks like it might be Damien and someone. To recap on Big Brother Canada, which is really what I wanted to be here for, but got sidetracked. But that's alright. HOH still remains as Mark. Nominees are Esty, Cory, and Damien. Adam was originally put up with Damien to start the week. Adam won the veto, removed himself, and then was replaced with Esty. Adam then won a secret item or secret message that he found in the archive room, to which allowed him to name one person to be additionally added onto the block, having a total of 3 people on the block. He chose Cory. So Cory is now on the block with Esty and Dane. I'm sorry, Esty and Damien. So Esty, Damien, and Cory are on the block until the Thursday night eviction. Now let's see. I don't see anything. What the hell's going on here?
Ketchup and jam on a poutine. I'm not gonna like it, Cory.
All right, Cory and Adam are talking.
Yuck.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cory and Anthony. Sorry.
Oh, do you know what's insane? Is that gravy doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother my stomach.
Me either. I mean, that's why I'm addicted to it.
But I don't eat meat because it's I'm in agony. I'm in pain when I eat meat.
You eat bacon and you're in pain?
It's been years since.
Is that you, Mark? She's lying.
Yeah, Molly, I think that's Molly, what's up, buddy? I think that's a fair word to say. It's a good word to use. The faith. And faith was something I think I had, and that's something you got to say. Faith is a word that usually is used when speaking about religion. And I'm not a religious person, as many of you know. By any means, I'm not a religious person. But there are different kinds of faith, and having faith in a person, it doesn't have to be a biblical type of faith. You're believing in them. It's a different definition. So yes, I believe that, and I did have that. But then there's blind faith, or misguided faith, or the wrong reasons to have faith. Or at least in my opinion. I hope that everything turns out right for the people that are involved in that group. I hope that they financially, for each of them, that they are satisfied with what the outcome is for them. I hope that it gets resolved for them, if it hasn't already. I hope it happens soon. I don't know what else to say to that.
Fridge.
Would you think I was ridiculous if I already had 2 chicken balls? I went on my way up the stairs to get my bathing suit, and one on the way down. I don't want any more. I'm full.
Yeah?
Control.
It is. I'm proud of you.
Will,
This is really good tonight. I hope.
Will, I'd like to be able to talk to you sometime, if or
It's
Heather,
all really last name.
Is worried?
or both.
Yeah.
Hi, Heather.
Barely
Just
slept
popping
at
up.
night.
I just noticed you there.
But we gotta
Um,
discuss that we've felt enough with the relationships that we've worked on.
Debbie Bernfeld, hello. How are you, dear? Robin, hey. Sarah, let's see. Margot. Mary Fraley, hello. Tobler, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. It's probably been about a week, right? Maybe more. Um,
I'm gonna try my best with Pikes.
Ebony, how you doing?
Okay, don't delete me, so. Explain to him that what I put up for him.
Will, you got Google Hangouts or do you have AOL Messenger? We can do voice chat or video chat or something. Or Heather. If so, just send me the link. Send me an email link or something, and I'll
They'll just be like, okay.
we'll talk.
But then, so then because of that, I have no reason.
AOL. I didn't mean to say AOL. I'm sorry. Facebook.
Right?
Facebook Messenger. Or
Moving forward.
Google Hangouts. I can do those.
Yeah, jam on a muffin.
Or I can do
Okay.
FaceTime.
Good idea.
I can do FaceTime.
No, but I'm gonna make some.
What?
I think I'm gonna make some.
Oh, well, did you want to use it here? Do you want to use some of this jam?
Yeah, so we don't
so
wait.
we don't.
Margot, that's one of the red flags for me. That was it. That was one of the big ones. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a bit sweeter.
I want to try it. Mark's famous grapefruit juice. That actually ain't that bad, right?
Sorry,
This
yeah,
face
the skin's
doesn't
off,
do
the skin
time.
makes it a lot.
I get it.
Sour. Yeah, tart.
It's good for you too, right?
Tell you what.
It's gotta be.
I don't know if I follow you on Messenger or on Facebook, but after the show, I'll try hitting you up. Love to get a chance to talk to Heather as well.
Once rain stops, we're gonna get this.
By the way, not to put you on the spot, Will or Heather, have you been refunded? Just curious. If you don't wish to share that, fine.
I do this sometimes with Mike. I'll say a joke and he doesn't laugh, and I go, ha 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 ha, Cory, that was so funny. Thanks, Mike. And he always goes, you're an idiot.
My God, he's right.
Oh, I'm sorry, Heather. I apologize. Okay.
I think I should have a
Enough
grapefruit
said.
shake with a banana inside.
I did not catch that earlier on, Heather. I apologize.
Like
I respect
actually
that.
Mush a banana with it, it'd be much thicker. And then protein, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course, Michael. Of course.
I fucking love Mark.
But of course,
Right now we just got Anthony,
Typical Mark.
Corey, and Mark. Just kind of sitting around in
Mark
the
only likes
dining
to talk
room area.
about Mark.
Wait, what? Where'd you get this? I thought that was Adam only likes to talk about Adam. For what?
Or was it?
Oh,
Adam?
okay, Heather. All
Someone
right,
did get it before you.
gotcha.
Hopefully we hear
Enough said, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Grapefruit shake, no problem.
Hey, y'all.
I should have used
Really?
grapefruit shake, no.
Really, Yankee? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, one of my friends has got a friend out east. He's still got He still uses his AOL account he's had for 25, 24 years? 25 years? Same AOL email address. Wow. No others. No extras. Maybe a side account for something. I don't know, but otherwise, nope. One account. Business and personal. It's my friend that has the comic store. Same email. The whole friggin' time. All right, so now for the ladies in the room, I'm going to leave this on a I want to do a poll question of the night, and then I'm going to kind of shut this down for the evening. And then Will and Heather, I'd like to give you a call if I could. For the ladies in the room, could you please place your opinion in a score of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, as to the score on Dane selling those legs in that dress? Cory apparently is amused by the question. So I would like your score as a female looking at Dane. Now, of course, keep in mind the legs are hairy, I understand. He was not going to shave them for this appearance. But, now, of course, he didn't walk well in those shoes, but he didn't fall in them once. I will give him credit. He walked down those stairs all the way, down that curved set of stairs, like 20, 25 steps, whatever the hell it is. Everybody's going 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Damn, girls. All right. Now, for the men, if you looked at those legs in that dress, do not look above the waist. Don't look at the waist. Look at the legs down. Now, try to block Dane out of the equation. Just look at try to do the Joe Namath test, okay? Remember what I said. The commercial started at the toes. Work your way up the toes, through the ankle and through the calf, then up to the knee, then a little bit above the knee to the thigh, and then stop. Now, gentlemen, what would you say the score is for the individual that you saw on the screen for their legs on a 1 to 10 basis? Yankee, you're not a man. Debbie, you're not a man. Maybe there are no men left in the room. Maybe the men are hiding in fear. Actually, Will, you're in the room, Will. Will, are you here? Will left. He hasn't left, he just chooses not to answer. He wants to keep his man card. He wants to keep his man card freshly punched. Zeta goes 11. Holy moly goes minus 74. Ah ha ha! Good job, buddy. Will says 8. Respect with the honesty. Respect with the honesty. Respect with the honesty. But Molly with the minus 74, damn. See, Molly, you're not taking you're not taking the fact that it's Dane out of the equation. I bet you that if I had cut that image off and just showed you those legs and said, which house guest is this? You would have said to me, is it Chelsea? Or you would have said, let's just say I had it, distant enough that you would just see the outline of the legs. You wouldn't see the hair. Okay? Right? I mean, if you look real carefully, you're going to see the hair. But those legs were not bad in those heels. Just saying. I'm not now that that don't get it twisted. That does not mean that I like to see a man in a dress. No, it does not. It's not like Peter Graves in Airplane saying, "Bobby, you like gladiator movies? You like it when your dog Scraps rubs up and down your leg? Bobby, you ever seen a grown man naked?" It, you know, um, those were the questions that like in Airplane 2, that were asked of that child, and it's like, wow, okay, yeah, that creepy guy needs to go away. So you know, if you haven't watched those movies, Airplane 1 and 2, good ones to see, good back to back. You'll enjoy it, and you'll thank me later if you haven't seen it. Uh, yeah, Heather, you're right. He does wear the dress well. Yep. Um, Airplane 1 was the best, yes, but I am partial to number 2. Not that way. I am partial to the sequel. There's a reason. And Zeta, you'll understand. Battlestar Galactica. Now you go, what the fuck does Battlestar Galactica have to do with Airplane 2? Airplane 2's score was the score from Battlestar Galactica. So 3 years after the show was on the air, or actually 2 years if you count Galactica 1980, they were using all the themes. Like when they launched, they were using the launch theme for the Vipers from Galactica. When something bad happened, they usually used the Cylon theme. When they took off and finally launched away, and or when they landed successfully, they used that huge instrumental orchestra orchestra with that, that huge theme in the, and I laughed my ass off because it's supposed to be a space shuttle going up. And the co-pilot was Trent McCord, who had a Galactica connection. He was the grown-up boomer on Galactica 1980, which lasted one season, 10 episodes. It was shit. Yes. Overall, it was shit, those 10 episodes. But he was a part of it. So I saw the instant humor there, even though it just happened to be casting providence that put him in that role. I don't think they said, hey, we need to get the guy that played Boxy on that shitty show that went only 10 episodes as a joke, because some asshole in Wisconsin in 40 years is going to laugh his ass off about that shit. We need to put that in there as an Easter egg for him. No. They just happen to have Trent McCord because Trent McCord was a relatively hot commodity on television at the time. And he was in a lot of series, a lot of pilots. He was in a lot of movies. He did a lot of things. He actually starred in that show in Galactica 1980 with Barry Van Dyke, who is Dick Van Dyke's son, who was on Diagnosis Murder, and there was another show that they did together, I think. But yeah, he was the other star in 1980. But anyway, there's my useless tidbit of entertainment information for the day. Oh, Chuck here. Hey, Chuck, you're here. Chuck, I don't know if I ever got your number, Chuck, your phone number. I was wondering if I may be able to speak with you at some point, either by phone or by iPad or something, through the iPad or something. If you could just send me an email and let me know if you'd like to speak at some point. I'd really like to touch base with you as well, because I've been meaning to ask to speak with you for a while, even before this mess and before any of this was going on or started, or you know what I'm trying to say. Because I want to check on you. I want to talk to you, if I can, and I would be honored if I would have just a little of your time. So, anyway, if you can, just hit me up with a email and let me know what is best way to reach you. And we can do that if you wish. No pressure otherwise. And I respect if you don't. It's cool. I'm just reading some of the things here. Zeta, what did you lose me on? Or what did I lose you on? Oh, good night, Denise. Take care. Good night, Andy. Good night, Mary. Yeah, I'll be heading out myself. Nurse Julie, good night. Yes. Enjoy that packing, and you take it easy as you're doing it. One step at a time. Don't push yourself too hard, please. Okay? Please. I'm just looking out for you. Okay? Take care of yourself. And Emma too. Listen, little pets to Emma. From my kitties to yours. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna duck out. I'm going. Just like CD1 says, I'm ducking out. I'm ducking out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Please share. Please like. Please hit the notification bell on both this channel and on Big Brother Bry, the main channel. We hope to be back on the main channel in May. So we'll go from there, see what we can do. But until then, we'll be here on Toe's channel, and he's been kind enough to let us borrow it. So tomorrow night, we'll be back at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, 7:30 West Coast. Until then, peace, love. We'll see you later.